Okay, a very quick video, and what I hope to give you the steps pretty directly and pretty simply in how to set up the file that we're going to work with, and then how to ultimately get it into Cura to 3D print. First things first, in your desktop, make a folder for the 3D print project. I just called mine 3D print project. Remember what we're going to do after that. We're going to tell Inventor that that's where we want to work. So make that folder first. Second thing, when you get in Inventor, you're going to start a new project, and you know how to do it. Go through New, that references that 3D print folder that we just made, and I titled mine then 3D Print Project 2019. Right? Make sure I'm already working in mine. Make sure you're working in yours. And again, I'll help you if you forget how to do that. Next thing is when we start working on your one part for your 3D print, you're going to want to make sure that you have that part loaded up and you're starting that part as a millimeter default or a metric folder. And that's really easy to do. So what I'm going to do that is I'm going to go to Tools, Document Settings, and Units, and I'm going to change the units from inch to millimeter. That's what Ultimaker will read and convert any number it gets. It's going to assume it's a millimeter measurement. It's good for this. We're making small, simple things. It's much easier to make a small thing on a millimeter scale than try to use fractional inches. So I'll hit Apply and Close and go back to Sketch and Start. I'm going to quickly show you how to get an STL file into Cura. So I'm going to make something really boring. Yours is going to be much better. Watch how simple this is. I'm going to go ahead this. Now you'll make your project. I didn't even bother to mentioning it. I'm going to go ahead and extrude it just a little bit. Maybe extrude it 5 millimeters. And now, how do I get an STL file that's printable? That's pretty simple. Once I have the part or what I'm making I'm happy with, I'll go to Environments, 3D Print. I have to save it first. It's telling me that. I'll just call it Test. Give yours something, a more meaningful name. And there it is. It's put it on the test bed. So it's giving you an idea of what it'll look like. Now, we can't print directly from this. What we have to do is have Inventor turn this into an STL file. And it's as simple as this. I'll go there. It's going to change it to STL, hit Save. And that has gone into the project folder that you have set up. It should be here. There it is, Test STL. Now why is that important? Because ultimately that is what Cura will read. So once I'm ready to print, I'm going to go and open. Make sure that you're looking in the right folder where you set up, and I'll put test in there. And there it is. I'm not going to print it. It's too boring. But it gives me some information. I can check to make sure I'm printing with PLA and I'm printing at a 0.6 millimeter nozzle. That's what our 3 Ultimaker 2 Pluses are set at. And this particular one will take about 17 minutes to print. So you can check those values. Now, if we need to modify things a little bit, there are some tools over here where we can scale it up or we can scale it down. We can rotate things. But usually it'll give you a good default method to print. Right? Ultimately, what you will do then is you'll get an SD card. You'll put it in the computer. So I'll do that right here. You won't see me put the SD card in, but you'll see the effects. And it says Save to Removable Drive, so I'll save it there. I can eject it and take it out now, and I'll take the SD card over to the 3D printer and get it started. All right, if you have any questions or need help doing that, let me know.